Thought I heard my machine.
What? It wasn't. It was Tim's.
Oh, did you push this one?
No, it did yours the last night. Silly.
This side looks good. I guess it's time to repair it, huh? Or at least look at repair.
Get a game plan at least.
Hmm?
Get a game plan.
Get a game plan. Chop some little cord in half. Or is that right here?
So that's why you suck your winch back in.
Yeah.
Look, I'm getting shorter. Shrinking.
It ain't pretty.
Thanks, self-heal blocks that's in there.
No, it didn't fix itself. That square tubing I put in there is holding up good.
Nice and straight.
Yeah. Frame,
The rest of it, well,
iffy, you know.
got some damage.
Oh my.
Ugh.
Yeah. So I think what I'd like to try to do, rather than messing with all three of these joints here and here, I'm gonna cut here and here, maybe insert, put something in there, slide that insert back in, weld around it. Before we do that, we'll drill these holes. I'll figure out the measurements for these holes, drill and insert a sleeve. And that'll get me fixed back up for a while until I fully decide what I want to do with this thing.
Shrapnel.
Tim. Sorry.
You're good. So I need 2 new sleeves of some sort. Probably replace the bushings.
Tails are fun though.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what happened when I backed up on that stump. It hit this and just ripped it right out. I think I have another fix in mind rather than cutting and splicing tube in. And it's something similar to what I did back here. I bent this up and it would come up and it hit. I replaced this piece with a chunk of 120 wall and it actually bowed again, so I replaced it with square tubing, actually 2 pieces of angle, and it is perfectly straight after all the beatings it's taken. So I think what I want to do up here is run a piece of, where is that piece of angle at? Oh, right there next to your T. So I want to take 2 pieces of angle, and I think I want to put this piece of angle in here all along the front the whole way. And then I want to take another piece, put it like this up in there. So basically I'm going to make a square tubing, and I think that will probably be the strongest option. Leave this here, cut this out, leave this here, connect all of them together, and then box it. And then I'll have a boxed square tube front, drill through, bushing straight through. This I'll probably cut and then weld up front, and then as you can see, my A-arm there will actually lay against something perfectly flat, and then rather than just a little small piece of tubing right here that it's laying on. So I'll have a huge flat front surface with a sleeve and boxed frame, and I think that will be bulletproof. I think that's the strongest, quickest option, because we only have a little bit of time before we head out west. So
I think it'll be stronger than tube too.
I think it'll be, it's definitely going to be a lot stronger than tubing. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is sawzall some tubing out of the way. Here's the part of the gusseting that they give you from the factory. That come down a little bit, huh?
A little bit.
Bushings holding it up. There it is. Yeah. Did a number on them. Alright.
Ain't much to it.
Yeah. Couple like junkyard fixes to get me back on the trail. It's gonna be strong, that's for sure. Now I mentioned my plan kind of before, but plate this whole side in here, plate here, so this is all going to be square tubing wrapped around this frame. Bore holes through here, and we're going to insert these sleeves here. These are actually bushings for the A-arms. So this was the original sleeve. See how thin that is? So we're going to use these out of the bushings, make our own sleeves. Here's the bolt. So this sleeve will be inside of the angle like this. It'll be in here like that, holes drilled the whole way through, and then this boxed around it. It's going to be very, very strong. Pretty excited about this fix. The other option would have been like sleeving this, putting a piece of tubing in here, you know, the typical plug fix, slide something in, bring it through, weld it around. But I think this one will be much better. See that? So that tube that comes back there, it'll be welded 100% all the way around, and then I will also gusset that. And then these will be right in that area, coming straight through with this piece also like that. Oh yeah, pretty pumped. Okay, we got all the metal cleaned up, got all the paint off of it. Got to make sure it's really clean, that way when you weld it, your welds adhere good. Don't get any holes or anything like that. And I just want to make mention that when you're doing this, you got to make sure your dimensions are right, or else your bushings are going to wear prematurely. But I don't know if you could tell on, let's take this for instance. See how this stuck out from the tube? That is the distance that you want to take. So I did the math with putting a piece of 1/4 inch in here. It's going to take up all of that and then still give me room to have a wear plate, and it's going to be a perfect fit with that 1/4 inch angle in here. That way this distance is right, and then we took our up and down measurements as well. Just wanted to make a note, that way you know exactly where these go back together. Alright, we're set up on the mill. What I'm gonna do is, I have my measurements 3.9. I'm gonna bore a hole there and there at the right depth, which I think is, if I remember correctly, it was 1 1/8 1.125, which I have 1.124 right there, and it's 1.950. So 1.950 and 1.950 is 3.9. So indicate, right here's the indicator. Come in, make sure that all your measurements are good. We're going to take a 750 3/4 hole down through there, and then we're going to weld this onto the back side through the other piece, and we should be good to go. I think we're in the going back together stages once we remove this. We got to get the bumper off so I can remove the bulkhead, so I can get the A-arms out. And I have this made. These are the inserted bushings. And then this is figured out to go this way. And these will go inside of that, like this, like so, and that's going to be extremely strong. But in order to do that, I need to get some stuff out of the way so I can get in there and fit and weld and all that good stuff. So we're going to remove the lower A-arms and then possibly start going back together. Got the TIG welder over here. Got 2 little tacks on this. So that's what this piece looks like. And then this piece will go on like this. Right there like that. And then I'll be able to weld them. So A-arms will go here. Bolts will go through. This will be like that. That. I think we're good. Okay, I got that camera rolling.
Okay. Hold anything, you got it?
I think it's good. Look good to you.
Oh, it's even.
Still look good.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's welded in. This side here is welded. All I need to do is run a bead along the top. I got this welded, that welded over there, and then it's done. Perfect. Oh, that's strong. All right, it's going back together. Finally. I welded the bolts in the back. I made one of those gusset in cross pieces over here, painted it all nice and black, and we're getting ready to tighten it down.
Well, we gotta put this front bulkhead on.
After the front bulkhead's on. We can tighten it back up though. It looks good, but
This is gonna be a treat. This is gonna be a 3-man job here.
Alright, you want to put new
Okay.
thingies on?
do we have the bushings to replace them while it's out?
Not the top.
No, okay.
We would have to. Is there enough room to put new ones of these on, or no? Because the back's not.
Well, we could loosen the back.
Well,
Be able to pry it out.
regardless of anything else, that's brand new back there. Strongest that it's ever gonna be. Alright, now that zip tie is all fixed up, we're gonna call this a video here. Thanks for watching. Really happy with the way it turned out. The next video you see will be us going somewhere out west, doing some amazing riding, and we also have a few other treats for zip tie and a couple other of our machines. So definitely tune back in the next video to see what we got going on. Thank you to all of our channel members, patrons, and sponsors on the screen. You guys are awesome. I can't thank you enough. We'll see you in the next video.